Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel today. Today's video is going to be just a get ready with me answering some of your guys' questions that I asked on Instagram. I'm actually putting on the Tatcha lip mask right now, and you guys, this stuff is so good. It's so good. It lives on my nightstand. I had to grab it to put on again because I love it, and also to tell you guys about it because it's amazing. It's probably one of the best lip masks I've ever used that actually makes your lips feel hydrated. I love it. So highly recommend that. But if there's anything in this video that I don't mention at all or anything like that, everything will be linked down below, or I'll have like a picture of it pop up on the screen. But for foundation today, I'm actually going to use the Makeup Forever Reboot foundation in the shade Y315. Now that I'm a little self-tan, I'm going to try this out. I'm dying to try it out, you guys. It looks so good. So I just kind of want to do a little update with you guys with everything going on. Ooh. I like that. It's actually really nice and thin because you guys know I like thin foundations. I don't like anything thick. I just want to do like a little update with you guys. Joel is watching Riley today, and so that way I can film. Today is Saturday. So I'm planning on filming this video, and then I'm going to film my Ipsy versus BoxyCharm one afterwards. But it's so nice to be back in my filming room. I love doing this. It's not just like my job, but it's like my passion, and it's so also kind of therapeutic for me to be back here, like putting on makeup. I did a questionnaire on Instagram, and it was like, what's your self-care? Mine is getting ready every day. Like doing my makeup every morning puts me in such a better mood, and it just, I don't know, it's like I'm doing something for myself that day, and I love it. So I am just excited to be back sitting down with you guys and kind of talking with you through everything. So going into the questions, I have a question saying, how's quarantine life going? Honestly, quarantine life is going good. It's just really hard with a toddler, you guys. For the families that have kids, it is so, especially when they're young, it is so hard to be trapped inside all day, every day, not go out and do anything. It is so hard because I know Riley's like losing it at some point. So I finally took her out. We've been doing walks for her, but we haven't really been like staying outdoors for a really long amount of time. So what I did is I took her for a walk in her pink car, and I found a big open piece of grass in our neighborhood because we have a lot of parks, so I didn't want to go to the park. I just went to the big open field, and I was like, get out, let's run. So we just played and frolicked in the grass just to get her out, and it was so cute. Even when I was getting ready to leave, she got so excited to put her shoes on. Like, she just wanted out. So I want to actually look up I'm going to try to see if I can find anything that I could get for the backyard for her to play with. Like, I know there's like those water tables, but it's been really cold here. So I don't really want to do a water table, but maybe there's like a little play gym or something I can do. I never thought about doing any of that in my backyard because I have like 10 million parks in my neighborhood that I can walk to. So I never thought about doing that, but now with her not being able to go to the park, I'm like, we've got to do something. And if this quarantine is going to last a long time, then I need something for her. So I'm going to start looking into some ideas there, because I'm honestly starting to run out of ideas with toddlers, like what to do at home. I was doing a toddler activities video, but I'm kind of scratching it, and I'm going to try to refilm it in a different way because I kept trying to film it with her, and it was a little too difficult. She did really well with the PR haul, as you guys saw, but you guys got to kind of see how busybody she is. She's everywhere. She's the cutest thing, but she is everywhere. But I tried doing the toddler activities, and she just like, I try to do the activities with her, but then I set the camera up and she's noticing the camera. She wants to focus on the camera and doesn't want to work with me. So it's getting to like, that's where my difficulty is coming with it, or my struggle. So I need to kind of just plan something out, which I'll kind of figure if I'm going to do a sit down video with maybe some B-roll clips here and there. I might do that so I can hide a GoPro somewhere. So I might do that for you guys, but I'm also running out of ideas right now. So I'm constantly on Pinterest, kind of coming up with whatever I can come up with. But yeah, that's how quarantine life has been. If I didn't have a child, this would be amazing because I would just be filming content like crazy. I would be enjoying my games because Animal Crossing just came out, and I stay up to for all night playing it, because that's really the only time I really get to play. So the quarantine life is very different for people who have families versus people that don't have families, and it's just them, or it's like a couple, that's it. It's very, very different. And also it's really hard because it's affecting so many people's jobs right now. Ones that can't go to work anymore now are basically 2 weeks paid for, and then what's next, right? It's scary. It's like people are wondering how they're going to pay their bills. It's impacting so many people, and also the ones that are able to work from home, which amazing that they're able to do that. But then balancing, if they have no childcare, and balancing watching a little one while trying to work and get the pressures from work, while you're trying to entertain a little one 24/7, and you feel guilty if you don't, or they act out if you don't. Like these times are really, really hard. It's also extremely hard for the influencer market. I know most people think like, oh, this is a great time to be a YouTuber or an influencer. Not really. If YouTubers are sitting in a better position than Instagrammers and TikTokers or any other influencer, because they do get the AdSense, but I mean, majority of influencers actually live off of their campaigns that they get and their commissions, and all brands are kind of halting campaigns right now. They're pushing them back. They're waiting to see what's going to happen this year. So people are losing campaigns. And then commissions, people aren't really spending a ton of money right now. I mean, I know people are doing a lot of shopping, but they're doing shopping for their families and trying to get food and stuff, because also people aren't going to buy just random things, because we don't know what's going to happen in 2 weeks. Like, people are worried about paying their own bills, so they're not going to buy, like, you know, a bunch of the stuff right now. So commissions are going to be lower. And then the third one, for the ones that have done campaigns recently, a stress is, are we going to get paid? So I'm putting it out there. I'm like literally being so transparent with you guys. For the ones that think that this is a perfect time for influencers, it's a struggle for them too, for us too. The ones, like I said, are a little bit better position are the YouTubers, especially if you have the views or the high CPMs. But it's still very scary for us too. I mean, even like look at Joel's job right now with racing. A lot of his income comes from going to the racetrack and coaching people and going to events and stuff like that for it. And everything's canceled. So my stress is pretty high. I'm going to be transparent with you guys there. I know I'm saying that a lot, but it's just, I feel like these get ready with me's are kind of therapeutic in that sense, but I don't know. We'll kind of see how everything goes. I pray for everyone out there right now because it is extremely scary, but I have to say having Riley home with me right now has been a blessing also, because I get to spend so much more time with her. I get to work with her and do what I love, because I love teaching. And it's just been so fun. I just wish we could go outside. I wish we could go and do stuff. So that has been a blessing in all of this, and that's where I think we should all just take this time, just like look at this as we get some extra quality time with our loved ones, and that's what we can take as a positive from the situation. If we're trying to, gotta try to stay optimistic as much as we can, and hopefully when the virus and everything I feel like we're in a movie. I wake up every morning. I was DMing with Bailey, and I was like, I wake up in the morning and I feel like it was a dream. And then I realized, wait, no, this is really happening. I feel like I'm in a movie. Like, I feel like I'm in a movie right now. It doesn't feel real. I've never seen anything happen in my 30 years of life. So anyways, that is how quarantine life is going. I'm sorry, that was such a very in-depth question or answer. But I guess maybe that kind of lets you guys kind of into my mind and where my mind is going right now and what's on my mind. But yeah, let's try to change this up though right now to better thoughts. Let me go through my questions because I just did this, so I don't have a ton right now. All right, so next question is, where did you get Riley's table in her playroom? I got it from a brand called Mu Table, so MU Table. I'll have it linked down below for you guys. I ordered it weeks ago, and I was really hesitant on getting it for her because it was so expensive. And so I tried finding cheaper options, but I was like, you know what? I really only ever want to buy one table, and I love the fact that this one grows with them. Like, you can add more little pieces to it so it can get taller and higher. Same thing for the chairs. So I just went ahead and bit the bullet and said, you know what? It will be a good investment to have. She can have this until she's like 8, and it'll just be good to have. So I got it, and oh my God, you guys, the quality of it is so good. It is a heavy table. Like, it is heavy. It is not cheap. It is not rinky-dinky. It is super good quality. I love how you can change the middle inserts to different things like Legos and Play-Doh and maps and stuff, and do puzzles and all that. Like, you could do so much with it. The one down part to it is with that center ring, it creates like a divot, so you have to get that silicone cover for on top. It helps protect it from food or liquids, and also it will give them a flat surface to be able to write on if they wanted to draw. So that is the one down part to it, is that little divot that you get from the inserts in the ring. So you have to get that silicone cover, which again, silicone cover was not cheap at all. I feel like it should have been given anyways with the table. So that is the only down part I have with the table, but other than that, I think it's an amazing quality table, and I think it's worth the money, especially with the fact how it grows with them. And that thing is sturdy. Nothing's happened to that thing. All right, so next question is what is your bucket list for traveling? So my bucket list of like what's on the top of my list of where I really want to go is Japan. I really want to go to Japan. I've always dreamt about going to Japan, to go to Tokyo. As you guys know, I'm a huge gamer. Well, I'm not as big as I used to be, but I'm a gamer and I love it. And I've always dreamt about going to Japan. It's my favorite language too. It's like so beautiful. So I would love to go to Japan. And then do my annual trips to Maui because I love Maui, and that was probably one of the best vacations I've ever had. Besides like Walt Disney World with my family when I was really young. But yeah, so that is definitely that's my bucket list for travel. I'm not really a huge traveler, to be honest, you guys. I'm a homebody, which is where the quarantine kind of works out for me because I am such a homebody. But yeah, so I would just really love to go to Japan. All right, so next question is what is my routine for Riley? What's my schedule with a toddler? So she wakes up every morning a little after 8. If we had daycare, or if she's starting school, she starts school at 8:30. So basically it would be earlier than that. But right now with quarantine life, I let her wake up when she wants to wake up, which is usually around after 8. Like, she woke up at 8:13 yesterday morning. She woke up at like 8 o'clock this morning. So yeah, so there's that. And then we go downstairs, I have my coffee, I make her breakfast, and she eats breakfast, I have my coffee. So we just sit at the table and do that. And then I clean her up, and then what I've been doing is coming upstairs, I put her in her little playpen in my bedroom, and I do my makeup for the day just because it's a self-care routine. And it makes me feel better, so I love getting ready. So she does really well with just playing in her playpen. I just try to get ready quickly because she does towards the end be like done. She's like, I'm done with this. But she lasts for quite a bit in there, which is really good. Then I get her out of there, and then I get her ready for the day. And then we go back downstairs, and we've been playing a lot in the playroom, one-on-one. And then she eats lunch at 11:45, eat lunch. Then we clean up, we go upstairs. She takes her nap from like 12 to anywhere between 2 or 3. Lately, it's been about a 2-hour nap, and then I'll get her back up. We'll go downstairs, we'll have a snack together, and then we play some more. Then usually Joel gets home when he was going to the office, but now that's done. So next week will probably be a little bit different. But he would come home, and then I'd be making dinner. So I'd already start making dinner, and he'll play with her. He'll take her on her walk for the night while I'm finishing up dinner. And I'll set the table, then we'll all sit down at dinner with each other. Like, that's our biggest thing, Joel and I, ever since we lived together. A year before we were even engaged, when we moved to Irvine, we always sat down at the dinner table. We never sat down in front of the TV. We never ate on the couch or anything like that. Every meal is at the dinner table, and we've done the same thing with Riley. Even when Joel's not home, every meal is at that dinner table. And we kind of just put away the phones, and we just sit and talk with one another, talk about our days going on, and talk about Riley, how her day was. So that's basically what her day looks like. Then after that, if it's a bath night, then what I do is I go upstairs, I set her bath, I tell Joel, he brings her up, I give her bath, get her all ready for bed. He is cleaning up downstairs, so he does all the dishes and all that, cleans everything up. So by the time I come back down with Riley after her bath, she has her bottle and everything's cleaned up. So she has her bottle, then we play a little bit, and then we take her up to bed at 7 o'clock, and she sleeps for like 13 hours. So that's our schedule, and it just is like the same thing every single night, and she knows it too. It's the cutest thing because she's like honed in on that routine. And it's funny because now she's even like will walk over to the gate at the stairs and is like, I'm ready to go to bed. So routine is so vital for the little ones, like let me tell you. It makes everything run so much more smoothly. Can you share toddler food suggestions that you requested a few days back on Insta? Okay, toddler food suggestions. So basically I'm just gonna tell you like kind of like the options that we feed Riley and what I found to kind of work. Okay, so for mornings for Riley, breakfast can either consist of oatmeal, eggs, or these little mini pancakes that I get from Sprouts that are so good, the berry ones. Oh my God, they're amazing. It'll be those, or if I'm making pancakes, it will be that, but that's usually a breakfast. And then lunch is honestly, majority of the time, it's a PB&J. She loves her PB&J with a side of fruit. And then I buy these like cheese puffs. So I give her like 2 to 3 cheese puffs. So she'll have that. That's her like her little treat. So I give her those, but I always make sure to give her some fruit. If it's not that, then it could be like a quesadilla because she's starting to like quesadillas now. Or it could be a chicken and rice dish with some veggies in it that I have. But yeah, usually that's lunch. And then dinner is usually whatever we're eating. So if we're eating something from Home Chef, she usually is eating a little bit of it as well. Sometimes she doesn't eat all of it or doesn't like it, so then I have to do a backup plan, which will be either a chicken and rice thing that I can pop in the microwave really quickly or whatnot. But it's usually some type of protein, which she's kind of picky about her meat, or pasta with a side of veggies and maybe a little bit of fruit too. But yeah, so that is basically it. It's usually dinner is whatever we're eating, and I think that's so important because you want to introduce them to as many new things as you can. Even if you have like a gut feeling that, oh, they're not gonna eat it, it's still important because it's just give them the option to try it. Show them that you're eating it. Maybe that will make them want to eat it. But if it doesn't pan out, just always have a backup plan. So that's what I do, is I just have a backup plan of like what to feed her as like a quick meal type of thing. All right, so the next question is a fun one. It says, describe yourself in 3 words. I would say passionate, optimistic. I try to be optimistic about every situation. And I'd say loving. I'm very kind of warm-hearted. It takes a lot for me not to like someone. I think you have to really, really poke at me if I don't like you. But yeah, I would say that. All right, so here's a fun one. What is your favorite ride at Disneyland? So, if we were at Walt Disney World, at I think Animal Kingdom, there's like a Yeti ride. I don't remember the name of it, but that one was really fun. And oh my God, that one's like freaked me out at one point. I thought that we were going to like crash because I didn't realize that you stop and then you go backwards. So that one is extremely fun. Same thing with the rock and roller coaster one. That was one of my favorites when I was a kid when we went out there. But Joel and I, we also lived in Florida for about a year. Or a little over a year actually. And we went to Walt Disney World quite a bit, so we got to really enjoy it. But yeah, so I would have to say those are my favorite rides there. And then at Disneyland here, I would say Space Mountain. Space Mountain's actually really, really fun right now. I really enjoy Space Mountain. I would have to say that one. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna try out these NARS pigments. They're called the Power Chrome Loose Eye Pigment, and this one is in Shockum. And it's kind of broken a little bit, so I gotta be careful with it. So I'm gonna use it with my finger. I'm gonna press this actually kind of back in together. But this one is really interesting. I don't know how this is going to apply to the top of, oh my. Whoa! Wow! What? Oh, this is so unique. It's like I feel like it's almost like a foil on my lids. Oh, it's kind of heavy. I'm gonna try it with a brush real quick, hang on. It is really, really pretty, but it kind of feels a little, I don't know why, but it feels like a little heavy. I'm gonna take a clean, just blending brush and brush it over so it's not like too concentrated in one area. And then it also has some fallout too. I'm gonna kind of try to sweep some of that away. It's a really, really pretty pigment, you guys. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. Just be careful when you do it with your finger. You don't concentrate it too much on one portion of the eye, because when I did that, it really felt kind of heavy right there particularly. But then once I blend it out, it felt fine, but it definitely does fall. So I'd probably do this before foundation. The finger definitely is the best way to go. The brush kind of helps disperse it a little bit easier, I can kind of blend things out a little bit. This is really pretty on the eyes, you guys, but this is what it looks like. It's kind of a mess, to be honest, but I like the way that it looks. I think it's gorgeous. But you definitely can kind of feel it on the eyes. This is where I kind of like the Reflect from Hourglass pigment that I use a ton. That one I really enjoy because it doesn't feel like anything on my lids. But this is just, I have to say, this is really, really stunning, but definitely has some fallout. I can see glitter down here. All right, so next question is it hard to wash your makeup off completely with lash extensions? I get so many questions about lash extensions, and I keep saying I'm gonna do an Instagram video, but it just honestly, I haven't had time to do it. To answer that, no, it's not hard at all. And the reason why is because the way that I wash my face is I go in with a cleansing oil. I go all around my face and I avoid my lashes because it will take them right off. So I do that, and I take a washcloth. I wash my face with a brand new washcloth every single day. I bought a huge pack of them at Costco a long time ago, and I just change them out every single day because it helps me with my skin, because my skin is more prone to breaking out. So using a brand new one, and I just throw them in the wash, it's great. So I use a new washcloth. So what I do is I do the cleansing oil, take the washcloth, run it underneath warm water, and I rub it over my face. Then I take a cleanser and I cleanse my face as well. And then after that, I go in with a lash foaming cleanser, and I put that on a makeup brush, like a blending brush, and I brush my lashes. So I make sure to get this whole little area right here to really clean it up. Otherwise, you're gonna get like little crusties, and it's not gonna be cute, and probably not gonna be great for your eyes either. So I do that. And then I brush them out with a spoolie. Then I go in with like any serums or anything that I have, and then my moisturizer, and I'm done. But yeah, I can still get all my makeup off. The washcloth is the biggest thing because it allows me to control where I'm going with washing my face. I can't just like submerge my face with the cleansing oil and water and all that, but you can submerge your face in water. You just want to be a little bit gentle right there, which is why I really enjoy the blending brush. Like I'll take like a fluffy blending brush like this that I leave in my bathroom, put the foam cleanser on it, or I put underneath the water, put the foam cleanser, and then I just go right and work through the lashes, and also in the inner corners right here to make sure I get all the makeup off. But no, it's actually totally fine, totally easy to do. All right, so last little statement on here is Riley needs to hold your unboxing items, LOL. So true. Oh my goodness, you guys. That video, it turned out so cute. Like it turned out really, really cute to see her just kind of, you guys got to really kind of see a glimpse at how big her personality really is. And how much of a little busybody she is. But it was a fun video to film with her, but it was not easy because she gets into everything, and she kept hitting the tripod. So a lot of people want to still continue to see her, which I'm totally gonna do, especially right now because I do have her home with me. So if we do continue to get PR unboxings or PR boxes, everything's really slowing down right now. But if we do continue, I'll film more with her, and I'm just gonna try to find a better setup to where she can't get to the camera. It was kind of just like a nice breath of fresh air of content that was just lighthearted and fun and just put a smile on people's faces, which made my heart just so warm this morning. It was just nice. So yeah, it was fun. I'm definitely gonna do more with her. It just also, at times, it's not the easiest because she's all over the place. All right, so I'm all done with my makeup. I will have everything linked down below for you guys. I have to say, though, I really, really like the foundation. I think the foundation is really pretty. I think it's gorgeous. I like the fact that it still is pretty lightweight. It's not as lightweight as my Kogan Dough one that I wear, but is like literally just like a little bit steps ahead of that. So I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm gonna kind of see how it wears throughout the day, and also how my skin works with it. My skin's been very sensitive lately. Like even when I'm just washing it, it gets really red and tingly. I don't know if it's a lot with what like my stress is really impacting my body, which stress does do a huge impact on the body. But that's what I've been noticing with my skin right now. So I need to just be doing really cool like sheet masks just to kind of calm it down a bit and kind of give it a break. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. All the products will be linked down below. Thank you so much for sending in all your questions, and I hope you guys are all doing well out there and you're staying strong. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video.